Hello, all you Slayers. My name is Matt, and welcome to Slayer's Lair. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to recap the very first episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This episode originally aired on March 10th of 1997. How old were you back then? I was very young. This episode is titled Welcome to Hellmouth. Let's get into it. The opening shot is of the front of Sunnydale High School. The camera pans around a dark classroom filled with dead things. I like dead things, and maybe you do too if you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Two kids break into the classroom for some mischief. His name is Chris and her name is Darla. And we're going to find out more about Darla, because we like Darla. The female is scared by a noise, but Chris brushes it off. Julie Benz is a great actress, and she's hot. While they're standing in the hallway, she suddenly turns to him and he bites his friggin' neck. She's a vampire. We cut to a blonde-haired girl lying in bed, dreaming of demons and vampires. We learn her name is Buffy and this is her first day of school. And I think this is when I very first fell in love with Sarah Michelle Gellar. We're introduced to Xander and Willow and they talk about the hot new girl, Buffy Summers. Principal Bob and Buffy talk about her colorful background. He knows all about it and the mischief she's been into. But he assures her what's in the past is in the past. Yeah, we find out she burned down the gym at her previous school. That's pretty cool. Xander awkwardly introduces himself to Buffy. As she's walking away, he notices that she dropped her stake, because everybody carries a stake with them. Buffy meets Cordelia, and she accepts Buffy after testing her coolness factor. We also like Cordelia. Cordelia quickly dismisses Willow as a nerd, but Buffy doesn't seem too cool with that. Buffy meets Giles for the first time, and it seems like he already knew her name, and he was told that she was coming. He shows her a book titled Vampire, spelled with a Y, and Buffy had a dream about this book earlier in the morning. Startled by the book, she quickly leaves the library. This one chick finds a dead body in her locker and she freaks out. This is Chris, who Darla killed. Buffy makes friendly with Willow, and Willow says the librarian is brand new. Coincidence? Xander gives Buffy her stake back, and she explains it's just for self-defense. Like I said, everybody carries a stake, right? Cordelia interrupts and breaks the news about the dead guy who was found in the locker room. Buffy immediately asks how he died and if there were any marks. It's obvious Buffy knows something is going on. Buffy teleports herself to the locker room and she rips open the door with her bare hands. So she has superhuman strength apparently. She finds the dead body on the floor with bite marks on his neck. Like, why is the dead body just lying on the floor covered in a blanket? Apparently they do crime investigations very different in Sunnydale. She says, "Oh, great," as if this isn't a surprise to her. Buffy bursts into the library and confronts Giles about the dead guy. She tells Giles that she didn't know there would be vampires on campus, and Giles asks, "Then why are you here?" You can tell they already know about each other. Giles tells her that boy was just the beginning. Buffy asks out loud why they can't just leave her alone. Giles replies, "Because you're the Slayer." Buffy says she's been there and done that, and she is done. She's retired. Giles tells Buffy that he is a watcher, but Buffy wants none of it. Giles tries to explain that something is going to happen there, but Buffy brushes it off because it's only Sunnydale. We cut to a cave with lots of candles, and they're worshipping somebody. Now I wonder if those candles are scented, because I like scented candles, and it looks like it could be pretty stinky there in that cave. We meet Buffy's mom, Joyce. They talk about starting over in the new town. Apparently she's in charge of some gallery. She believes Buffy just fell in with the wrong crowd before, but that's all behind them now. Buffy's walking down a dark alleyway and she finds out that some guy is following her. He apparently knows who she is. He tells her she's standing at the mouth of hell and it's about to open. He warns her to be ready for the harvest and gives her a box with a cross pendant inside. Now this guy is Angel, and we don't like Angel. We've never liked Angel. We will never like Angel. And as this series progresses, I will tell you that I do not like Angel. Buffy arrives at the Bronze. Now the Bronze is the local hip hangout for the younger kids, but for some reason Giles is there as well, which is very strange. Buffy tells Giles about the harvest and the mouth of hell. Giles says that he knows about her nightmares. Giles encompasses Buffy to hone her vampire defeating skills. They see Willow talking to a suspected vampire, and Buffy attempts to come to her rescue, almost killing Cordelia by mistake with a stake. By mistake with a stake. The cave vampires summon this dude called the Master. Now he comes out of a pit of boiling blood, but he doesn't have a single drop on him. His clothes are completely dry, and I have no idea how he did that. Willow is taken to a cemetery and she gets cornered in a crypt by the same guy that she met at the Bronze earlier. It's revealed that Darla has bit Jesse on the neck and she's a vampire. She's a sexy vampire. Buffy finds them and disposes of the dude who took Willow. Buffy and Darla duke it out, when all of a sudden Luke shows up and tries to take on Buffy. He warns Buffy the Master will walk amongst them once more, and he will come to them. So that concludes the premiere episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now it does end on a little bit of a cliffhanger because back then it aired back to back with the second episode, which will be next. But what did you think of the premiere episode? Did you see it when it first aired? Did it take you a while to get into the show? Did you like it immediately? Let me know what your thoughts were, because I think I was pretty much invested from the first episode. Maybe because of Sarah Michelle Gellar or the other hot chicks. I mean, there were a lot of them on the show. Anyhow, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate it. I gotta go. Bye.